We have come out to Madeira to do a couple of hikes. So first we are going to go out to what's called the Dragon's Tail. It's on the eastern side of the island. So these islands stretch a bit out into the sea, and I think we should be able to walk at least halfway into these cliffs and then look at the other ones at a distance. Yeah, it looks pretty nice. It's a bit like Isle of Skye of the South. I have my Mamiya 6 with me today as well, as always. Wouldn't leave home without it. Way over there is where the path continues. I think it looks worse than it actually is. I think once you're there, it's probably not as steep as it looks. I hope. Well, luckily we have perfect weather conditions for a path like this. No rain, no slippery, and yeah, it's a super secure path. Just don't do anything stupid and you'll be fine. Over there in the distance is Porto de Cruz. And we have finally reached the end destination, Puerto de Cruz, and it does have a certain end of the world kind of a feeling to it. It feels very desolate, but then again that's kind of the feeling you get of Madeira as well. It's not a very touristic place. It's different from a lot of other places. It's the third day on Madeira, and we've come out to Pico Arieiro, and we're going to be hiking from here to Pico Ruiz and then down to a campsite. Yeah, it's quite high up. We're about 1,800 meters up, and it looks absolutely spectacular out here. It was quite the hike up. There's a lot of stairs, and yeah, it really drains you. Not scary, but draining. And now have to do the same thing on the other side, I assume. And it's windy! Well, almost at the top. This last kilometer here or two has been the hardest. It's not that it's scary, but it's a lot of up and up and up. Yeah, I think that it's over now, so I can enjoy the view. Over there in the distance, it should be the Seixal. Trying to find the path. I'm trying to find the path to where we're going. It's a little bit dodgy. I think we took a wrong turn somewhere. See if we can get on it again. Yeah, I think we found the trail. It's not optimal by any means, but it takes us forward, I think. That's what's a sticky path. Got needles all over, but we found what I think is the real path going down here. This part is more of a classic trail with slippery ground, big rocks, and little pebbles that roll around when you step on them, that kind of thing. So no paved roads like at Pico Ruiz. Way in the distance there we have a Porto da Cruz. And that's the cliff we hiked around yesterday as well. It's been quite the walk going down. The trail is quite gnarly and it's super slippery. Almost broke my leg a couple of times and almost fell on my ass. Yeah, this is a super cute place. I guess it's famous for its flowers. Should be a flower park around. But you get all kinds of stuff here, old buildings, geese, little animals of all sorts. So we're gonna take a break. We had some cake at the place and are now all sugared up for the last walk. And by the looks of it, it's gonna be a super easy levada walk for around 40 minutes. So nothing here that will trip us up. And I like it like that right now. I've come into the Pico do Pedro campsite / picnic site. So you can apply for a permission online to camp here. So far we're the only ones, and I think that's the way it's gonna be. So we got the whole place for ourselves.
Yeah, it's early morning of the 4th day. We've been camping and it was pretty good. We are alone and camping, only 1,000 birds and still pretty dark, but the sun is about to get up.
Getting very close to Santana now. That's the little coastal town down there. I think we have some Easter celebrations in Madeira. So it ends, Easter. trying to walk out to the sea stacks, and there should be a road going besides the tunnels here, and then you come to a mirador, which is a viewing platform, and then you go down to the beach there. So it's about half an hour walk. That there is Porto Muniz. It's not a big place, but it's a cozy place. And right over here at the end of the road we got the sea stacks. I'm out and about in Porto Muniz, going out up to the table, up to the mountain top, and you have to snorkel your way through some narrow staircases to get there. We come up to Santa Maria de Madalena. Yeah, it's a bit rough looking, a bit dilapidated in parts there. Windiest day ever, and we're going back down to Porto Muniz after something like a 5-hour hike. Back down in Porto Muniz, and so ends a 4-hour hike up to Santa Madalena. We're about 400 meters up, and it's getting hard and sweaty. It's cold, so it's not too bad. If it was hotter, I think it would be a lot worse. However, it's a 1,200 meter climb straight up, without any chance of it leveling out or anything like that. So yeah, it's gonna be tough. 800 meters to go. I think we're almost up at the plateau where it's going to level off a bit more. But to sum it up, the first part up to the actual town of Janela was very tough. After that it got a bit easier. Still goes up, but not as bad. And this hopefully should be the last steep part. In the middle of everything there is an old picnic place. Seen its better days, but the trees are starting to look like the famous fanal trees. So I'm looking forward to this, getting closer now. This morning, leaving the magical forest of Fanal. It is predicted to be something like a couple of days of rain from now on, so that's something to think about. We'll see what we do about it, but yeah, we've got a couple of hours ahead of us going down the mountain. These guys in front of me are marking the way for the Madeira Ultra, which is happening on Saturday, just a few days from now. So it goes down here to Seixal and then you go up again into the big mountains. Pretty cool. Maybe one day. Made it down, and that's where we came from. So yeah, it was a bit down, wasn't it? Seems like even the ultra marathon goes through here. It's super slippery here, and it's actually very steep, so you gotta take one tiny step at a time. That was it. That was some of the most slippery steps I've ever walked on. Very steep, very slippery. Well, this pretty much ends the hike, coming down to the seafront of Seixal.